Hello, my little perfectionists. Welcome back to channel. We're back. Another episode of One Piece 1168. So previously, we had Luffy and Zoro and Nami were in the castle looking for the key to free Loki. Came across the guards that were knocked down. Got a little bit of backstory on the King Harold. Apparently, he was a horn giant. Like the ancient giants were the ones with ancient giant blood are like bigger than normal giants, and maybe that explains King Jarul. Though I don't recall if he had horns or not. But we didn't get like a full deep dive on it, so hopefully we'll get more information soon. But apparently there are just different types of giants, so we got that. And then we have the Holy Knights were beating the mess out of Loki while he's all chained up. The Gunko one has like some kind of arrow fruit, which I guess just kind of like multiplies her force or something to do with directions. Not quite sure the intricacies of it just yet. And the main thing being the one that looks like Shanks is apparently called Shamrock, and he's the captain of the Holy Knights. No real understanding of like who he is exactly, so our best guess is shapeshifter or evil twin, though like given Dave gave his name, I doubt he's some kind of shapeshifter. So like I'm leaning towards evil twin brother. So like yeah, let's just get to it. Ancient history, the Harley passed down by Elbaph. They're just gonna leave him there, huh? I guess they got another plan. They're gonna contact Marijois. So is Luffy not gonna run into them? Yeah, definitely not him. That's the question we want answered. Yeah, that's definitely something. Okay. Okay, brother. Yep, definitely brother. Yeah, we definitely need a Shanks backstory. Okay, returned. Was not expecting a twin brother plot this late. No. Like what? Okay. It's like a devil fruit sword. Yep. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Mythical zone too, huh? That was got a sword too. I was not expecting the sword within a sword. Luffy gonna try and tame that one too. Ask your presence. Man, she can just turn it into anything, huh? And it follows the arrow, so yeah, it can fly. It's neat. The heads come off. Just like the dinosaurs, right? Damn. Yeah, they went away. They're definitely coming back. It's so stupid. He's really fighting it. He's already pretty beat up. Damn, ouch. What's their plan? They're calling for reinforcements, I guess. Oh, they're gonna take the children? Like hostages? Yeah, definitely there's some confusion, right? Because they know who Shanks is. Is that the whole point? It's a mistaken identity thing? it's not. It's pretty much what we thought. Yeah, he just refuses to believe it. I'm here. I'm here. Yeah, kinda. Or his brother. Yeah. Oh, is this the guy that was waiting for him? Is this gonna be one of the Roger pirates? Look how happy he is. Yeah, I remember that. That brings me back. Given how big this tree is, they could cut off just a small piece and make a bunch of sunnies, huh? A little bit won't hurt. They warned him like they knew he might. Good Saul. Yeah, okay. We're in agreement. Oh no, didn't they say there were other Adam trees? That this is like the oldest or something? But they don't actually get it from here. Wall paintings. Children's carving. Is this the Harley? The title of the episode, so 800 to 900 years ago. Okay, no, but wait, because yeah, Void Century. Jarul said that the Harley was a text, which like implies book, and that it was ancient. And him being 400 years, like an ancient text to a 400-year-old person wouldn't be 800 years ago. Like, he'd have family that was still alive almost. Okay, so yeah, it might be. Okay. Child's dream. Is that why it's the Walrus School? Just fell asleep. Oh, we're gonna see the text now? It's Dusty. Yeah. The Harley, okay. I figured, because he said it was a text. So maybe the mural is just like a child's interpretation of the stories. Okay, yeah. She said it was drawn by children. Okay. Yeah, that's what they said a couple episodes ago, right? They said it was in an ancient language, right? Oh, we're gonna get some, huh? 3 chapters. Okay. He said the world was destroyed twice. All right. The first world. Touch the forbidden sun. Okay. The earth god rage, serpent of hellfire. They will never meet. The second world. Forest god, okay. The half moon. Those are the moon, okay. There's a lot to unpack here. Never meet. Third world. This is the current one, right? The Void Century, okay. Remnants would be the poneglyphs. The Broken Moon. Guiding the world to its end. The Dawn. That's a lot to take in. And they'll meet this time, okay. This looks like a city. Okay, we got a lot there. All right, first let's talk about this is supposed to be like the end of the core for or season for this. And then there's supposed to be another 13 episodes that are originally it was slated for like fall, I think, or that was like everything I read. But in the past few days, there have been some reports that it's just going to continue on. And given this info dump, I'm hopeful it'll just continue on because it can't just leave it like this. Though, like with this information, would be like a good place to actually break it, just let people theorize. Though being the anime, I'm sure this stuff was in the manga years ago, so I'm sure there's probably a million YouTube theories on this sort of thing. Anyways, we'll continue it on if it's going to keep going, obviously. So, like, let's get to the episode then. So the Shanks brother thing, like I remember, was it Rayleigh saying something about having had a baby on board or something? Wasn't that during like Odin's flashback when they had what's his face what's his name, the kid that I can't remember offhand. It was a long time ago. Yeah, they said something about having a child on board at one point, or 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 something like that, right? Am I mistaken on that? Like, didn't Rayleigh say something about that? Anyways, so like maybe Shanks was raised, like they were separated somehow if he was raised in the lower world, and I assume by the Roger pirates. And then we saw that one figure walking towards the castle who was the one at like the beginning of the arc or like the end of the last one, said he would be waiting for him. And I remember from reading like reading up on some of the cover stories a while back that there was somebody after the time skip with that same design that stopped to talk to Crocus. I'm thinking that might be the copper guy or whatever that was like the third mate that we haven't seen since the flashback with Odin. I'm gonna reserve judgment on that and see, but it would make sense like at this point for it to be a Roger pirate, and I don't think it's coincidence that they were talking about Roger pirates while he was walking up. So I don't know where they're going with any of that. So like a ton going on already before we even get to the Harley thing. So at first I thought the mural, she said it was done by kids, but he had said the Harley was a text written in an ancient language. I can't tell if that was the same language as the poneglyphs by the brief like snippet they showed, or if it's older. And so the mural, I guess, is just like the kids' depiction of the story that they've heard that he said with himself, like that's been depicted several different ways. But the world's been destroyed twice, and this is the third world. I'm gonna have to like look at that mural and see where it goes. But there are like a few things. Like the third one's obviously like a reference to what's going on now with like the dawn when they said the morning would come. That was mentioned a lot. The sun god, obviously Luffy with Nika and stuff. The what was it, the poneglyphs, like the messages that are passed down, and then the void from the Void Century. The stuff before that, like I don't have any real clue except for the fact that like in Skypiea they had talked about in the Nolan flashback, the Wiper and them were talking about like the forest god and the sea god and the earth god or whatever. And like that's the only time I ever recall any of those being mentioned. Like they mentioned like the god of the sea will take you with devil fruits or some stuff like that. So I'm wondering if we're going to get any more of this in the next episode, or maybe they're saving it for further down the road. I don't know. I'm hopeful we'll get more, though. I'm assuming they're going to leave a lot of it up to interpretation. But the world's been destroyed twice, and I don't understand what the thing is with they'll never meet the first two times, and then now they'll meet this time. Is that like the signaling of the like the end of the story? Like a lot of this might not make any sense until we get to the actual One Piece. So I don't know. I could speculate on it all day, but I'll definitely have to check it out and see. I guess now that they've shown it, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself and watch some theory crafting videos though, because I'm curious if they'll give us more on it. But Yeah, that was actually really interesting. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that for now because I don't want to get into the wild speculation if they're going to give us more information. Like I said, not sure if this is going to be the conflicting info that I've seen so far is that season's either coming next week or in the fall. So we'll watch it when it comes out and just have to leave it at that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.